Okay, this is Matthew Brasel. Okay, there's some good poses, although the first thing I'm noticing is some of the texture issues, which if you go back to the previous modules, I went over how to fix the texture, for example, on a shirt, so please review those videos and fix that. Um, yeah, I think there's some good poses here that definitely express some emotion. I think you've done a good job. Let's take a look at Maya. Um, One thing to look for is to offset the timing now. So, um, what the heck? Oh, I went over this too in a previous module, that you had your controls all the way over there. Yeah, if you look at the video for the last module, I've covered all this stuff. Because you translated the geo, right? Wasn't that what it was? This stuff, you move this over here for some reason, instead of moving it by the using the controls to position him. Yeah, I went over this in the last. I don't know if you're watching these these videos. I hope you are. But I went over fixing all this stuff already. You've got to you've got to look at my critiques. Hopefully, you're watching this one. Let's see if that looks right. About there, maybe. Okay. So now the controls are back on the character. Maybe you did some other. You might need to adjust your hand positions a little bit. Anyway, the other thing I was going to talk about. Oh, wow, you're doing FK. I really would have done IK for this so that the hands could stick while the body moves on the table. But anyway, one thing I was going to say is if you can have these, land at slightly different times. So if you look at like this and this, what is moving those? Was that just the shoulder? Oh yeah, and you don't have any wrist. Okay, so for example, here I might take, maybe this hand lands a couple frames sooner. Wait, oh, what is? No, not really clear how you're moving this. That rotation stops here. Oh, that's the body itself too, is what's going on. Okay. So the hand stopped there, the shoulder stops there, and then they go the rest of the way because the body itself is rotating. Yeah, I mean, this part is going to be much better in IK. So you could just have those hands move independently from the body. So, and then you could, if you want, you could transition to FK, around here or something. So what I would do, let me just demonstrate with one arm. You're currently in FK. So let's say we transition to FK here. So it's going to be an FK there, and it's going to start being an FK maybe around here. So let's change it to IK here. And um, just doing this a little rough. Let's get this moved out here. Let's set a keyframe on these guys. And, we can have it. rotate it down, and then kind of move it up in the middle. So see how its control is separate from the body now when you use the IK. It doesn't like that. I may have not done it. Why is there so much rotation on the wrists here? Let me fix this. Let's zero these out. Oops. I'm just zeroing these out because there was too much. There should be a simpler way to get to that without such big numbers. Oh no, those are still pretty big numbers. There, that looks better. Oh, but that's back to 0. Okay. That looks better. Like, it's still spinning around when I switch back to FK. Is the FK numbers weird? No? Not quite sure why. I think I've transitioned too fast too. Well, let's transition more gradually too between here and there. But there's something wrong with the rotation I'm doing on the IK. It's like flipped all the way over basically from where you've got it. It should be more like that. Seems like it's having to twist too much though. What's wrong? It might be that maybe you just want to animate IK for the whole thing actually, so you don't have to worry about that transitioning back to FK because it seems to be flipping the hand around. Let me try this again. I mean, that's what I would do. Is I was trying to sort of save your FK animation, but what I would do is have it be IK the whole time. Something was funny with the arm here too, like some kind of, could be a rigging issue. The way it's doing that funny twist there. It doesn't look right. Okay, that's better now actually. Yeah, I just had to reanimate this wrist because I had the rotations wrong on the IK. So it is transitioning back to FK now. You see the IK controller here, that box, and then gradually between there and there it switches back to the FK control. And that's what this little blue one, you see between this frame 67 and 87, you're controlling it. Everything before here is IK. Here it's half and half as it transitions from one to the other, and then everything after there will be FK. And that way, like, the hand can be planted on the table, but I can still, anything I do with the body, see how the hand still stays perfectly flat. but with the arm in FK, it won't stay flat on the table. So anytime you want something planted or still, it needs to be in IK mode. So that's I would probably at least animate the part, at least switch to IK while you've got the hands on the table.